Open up for hands. All right. Any questions? Any comments? Anything new?
All is new. Oh my goodness, so much to learn. But I think your friend had to leave for the
Yeah, I don't
longest
know.
chat.
Oh, here he is.
Oh,
No,
there he
he's
is.
hi. Hi.
I have
Okay.
the guys here, so I have to go back and forth.
Oh, okay. We just finished Jean-Claude. So yeah. Well, it's being recorded, so that's the
Yeah, I
good.
just missed the last part, but
Okay. Well, any um comments? Was it informative? A little better understanding?
it
Yes.
was very, very good.
Yes. Very
So
good.
it's the uh, to express a long view for silver. I guess you have the choice between the miners and buying SLV directly. But if you buy the miners, you have more leverage, right? They'll move up much more.
They do, but you also have more risk. So when they go down, and this happens to GDX for gold as well, even more so. So that's the beauty of this. If you are really bullish, if you go back, you look at the valuation, relative valuation, and you see that they really don't move always really one to one, and sometimes they deviate because you have to remember the miners are still stocks. There's a stock market. So you go back to 2022, for instance, you know what? They still have the same problems from the financial point of view as far as leverage. Interest rates are going up. Well, it affects them. So you could have higher gold prices, maybe because of geopolitical, but those companies, if especially they're leveraged, they still have irregular company problems that silver itself or gold don't. They're commodities. They basically work on macro factors. So just be aware of that. But sometimes when you find a good value, good relative value, they really move. I mean, I've had in 2015, for instance, we had like in December, I was looking at GDX, December of 2015. You go back in matter of 1 month, some of these miners were up 100%, while like gold and silver did not move. So I didn't have it here, but because I've remembered, I remember those days, especially I was managing portfolios. So I remember I went heavy. So be aware of that. So the good thing about like SLV or GLD, it's a lot less analysis. Basically, if you know the big picture, it's easier
Yeah.
to trade. They're very liquid, so you can easily play options on them. And with SIL and other things, you still have the spreads, the liquidity is not as much, but also you have other factors that, or the company's the same thing. So, again, like we talk about BVN, for instance, in Peru, well, or in Chile, you see that a lot. The miner, copper can go up, but the price of the stock can go down because there's a strike or there is well, COVID, for instance, just killed everything. It's like, you know, so because of the supply was limited, the price is going up, but your miners are, mining companies closed because nobody's working. So you could have the commodity going up, but there's no production, so you're not making any money. So that's the difference between the actual stocks, miners, and the commodity. If that's that helpful, is that think
Yeah,
that's that?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I recently heard that the cost of production on average is around 26, $27 now. So that's like that would be a natural floor for the silver price.
That's an excellent point, actually. That is very important, especially, yeah, especially in miners, especially like with copper, which it affects that a lot. So once you have that, and now with the movement of technology and other things, it's important. But then you think about, especially in Africa, with these miners, they're like child labor in a sense. You go to Democratic Republic of Congo, they are making so little money for these miners, and yet the profit margins are very high, but at what cost? So But that break-even point is very important to make that decision. So that's a very good point. Thank you, Jean-Claude. Yeah. Very good. Any other questions or comments? And again, we have the recording, so hopefully you can watch the slides as always. But I thought it was just timely because again, with all the geopolitics going on, with interest rates most likely going down, and then who knows? I mean, um, you know, Bank of England has decided they're going to reduce rates. Europe has decided to reduce rates, except Japan. Everybody else is getting rates down. So would that help gold and silver? Perhaps, especially if you have a soft landing in a good way of, still have a little inflation. So, but anyway, all right. If there's no questions, I'll really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I know a few people couldn't make it today, but they always
Thank you,
have a
Ramin.
good group. So thank you, Jean-Claude. I know you have to
Thank
go and have a wonderful day. I'm not gonna see you, Jean-Claude, for probably 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, so
I'm leaving
good luck.
Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Good luck, Ramin.
All
Stay in
right.
touch so we know what's
Sending
going on.
some prayers. Okay.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye now. Bye. Have a
I
great
mean,
day.
thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, I appreciate. Thank you for being here. You're always welcome, Kay. And I hope, I mean, some of the things I do, if it's really you feel it's too much, let me stop share so I can see you. And okay, great. Some of those we will get there. I mean, you can see that's how it will be. There's a lot of the technical tools, but the idea is understanding the fundamentals. That is the key. And if you feel comfortable with that, the rest, it would be easy. The technical side, you don't have to know many things. You just have to know the important ones. There's a lot of places they bombard you with so much technicalities. And we do repeat exact same charts. If you notice, with our classes, we've done it for 5 years, it's repetition. So it's not like one day, oh, we're doing something different. It's the same technical tools. So eventually it makes sense and it's really good. So
Wow.
you know what? I'm gonna actually let me stop the recording so then we
Oh,
can
yes.
talk actually. So let me all right.